The other big story coming out of Chicago tonight. For the second time today, violence erupts at a rally for Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. This was the scene in Chicago. Yelling, shoving. Police had to break up several fights between Trump's supporters and protesters.
Denver 7's Jaclyn Allen joins us now. And Jaclyn, that rally had to actually be postponed.
That's right. The most recent headlock and punch fest is just the latest outbreak of violence at one of Trump's events that many argue has been condoned or even encouraged by the candidate's own words. Just listen to what he said earlier today when fights flared up in St. Louis.
Go home to mommy.
The crowd goes wild at Trump's rally in St. Louis today when the Republican presidential candidate says the protesters are destroying this country.
They can swing. They can hit people, but if we hit them back, it's a terrible, terrible thing, right?
Trump is now drawing heat for that kind of rhetoric after a series of ugly clashes between supporters and protesters. Most recently tonight in Chicago, where punches were thrown after Trump's event was postponed for security concerns. Earlier this week, a supporter was caught on video appearing to sucker punch a protester. In the end, critics say words like these incite violence.
I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
And while Trump has said he doesn't condone this kind of attack, his opponent, Senator Marco Rubio, points out it's not happening at anyone else's events.
You have a candidate in Donald Trump who clearly has used language that appeals to anger, and in some instances has actually said to the crowd, no, let's beat this person up, or let's do this, or let's do that. So it shouldn't surprise us that you see a growing amount of violence at some of his events.
Tonight, Trump says protesters violated his First Amendment rights because his rally couldn't continue, although earlier today, he didn't seem to mind the interruption.
Can I be honest with you? It adds to the flavor. It really does. Makes it more exciting.
In interviews tonight, Trump is saying he postponed this rally because he didn't want to see anyone else get hurt, and he blamed this all on the anger of protesters over economics. Reporting live, Jaclyn Allen, Denver 7.